Alright, so as you all know, I was busy being a virgin at the age of 22. Well, I had occasionally spent the night at Sarah's where we would be cuddle buddies, watch movies, and then sleep together but not do anything. So it was a while ago now that since her and Wayne had broken up and there really wasn't any chance of them getting back together, I figured I'd try and start something up to get some, since a long time ago she had admitted to me that she would fuck me. Well, the one night I was messing around with her in bed, playing with her amazing titties and such, and eventually I keep moving my fingers around her pussy until she finally just lets me have it. That was the end of that night. I had rubbed one out on her. Wasn't too much later on a different night I ended up going down on her, and after making her squirt she was then hooked on to having my mouth on her over the next 2 weeks. I'd guess I ended up taking her home from the one bar, accidentally fucked her for a little bit without any protection, took her to Planned Parenthood the next day and split the cost of the Plan B pill with her. I also fucked her in the ass too, I think twice by this point. The second time I came inside her is no too long before our beach trip 2 weeks ago. She was telling our friend Jaime how incredible it was when I went down on her the night before leaving for the beach. Jaime invited me over her place to spend the night there. Little did I know, Sarah said Jaime should fool around with me so she could experience it herself, so I spent the night there, got her off I don't know how many times, and while her head game was good, I still couldn't get off. That's when I half-jokingly suggested fucking me in the ass with a dildo, and 2 seconds later she jumps out of bed and grabs one and some lube, throws a towel under me, and while she's fucking me with it, she's sucking on my balls and I'm jerking myself off, resulting in one of the hardest orgasms I've ever had. Anyway, the following night in the hotel,
it was me, Sarah, her ex Wayne, Jaime, and then our friends Ashley and John. Well, we kicked Ashley and John out to the living room area with the couch bed, and in the bedroom we pushed both of the beds together, and then all 4 of us went at it. Wayne and Jaime were both being lame, not doing anything with each other. Wayne was only interested in Sarah and Jaime was only interested in me. But really me and Sarah were interested in each other, so overall it was fun, but it could have been a lot better in the beginning of it. Both me and Wayne were somewhat drunk and both at various levels of, well, impotent. So I started things off and went down on both of the girls, then they had gone down on me and Wayne, and at one point both of them were on me together. Wayne and Sarah started fucking, and then me and Jaime were doing our own thing. I came in her mouth, which was pretty awesome. We were all fucking around for literally a few hours, and when we finally decided to stop and try and go to sleep, it was around 5 a.m. by this point, and Jaime and Wayne had already went to sleep, and me and Sarah were cuddling together and talking quietly amongst ourselves, and that's when I first realized that I think she might want more than just sex from me at this point. Sarah had told Wayne that we had been fooling around, and although she didn't care if he was fine with it or not, since she still wanted to do me, she just didn't want it to be awkward since she's still living with him. Well, he was all fine and dandy with it, so then she felt relieved that she could want to fuck me openly without having him act weird about it. Since that point earlier this past week, she spent 2 nights at my place, and the first night we fucked 3 times, and I have a stain on my wall from where I came onto it. Now keep in mind I was standing at the edge of the bed. Granted, it's only a twin mattress, but that's still over 4 feet to cover that distance. She also squirted a decent amount on the couch in the basement, lol. So that's pretty much where I'm at. Within the past month or 2 I've fucked 3 times in a night, have had anal a few times to this point, been involved in a foursome, been fucked in the ass with a dildo by someone else, and have literally swallowed female ejaculate in my mouth and have it be nearly blasted all over my face.